Connie and I have had a lifelong appreciation of visual arts. In our limited travels in the world, we always focused on the museums, the art museums, and the public displays of art in this country and in Europe. And we really have tried throughout our lives to learn what is good from bad, because that's not something that we were born with an inherent knowledge of. Maybe some people are, but we kind of had to learn. And sometimes in museums we wouldn't understand what was going on, why this was good and that wasn't so good. But over time we've learned to refine our tastes and learned a lot about how art's appreciated. And art really is appreciated, and certainly is in the small community that we live in. So we didn't start practicing art until after we retired from our previous jobs. I was in the construction supply industry, and she worked in the medical field. So we've both been doing this for approximately 20 years, or a little more than that. She was taken about 20 or 25 years ago with the method of printing that she uses, lino cut reduction printmaking, which turned out to be a difficult, complicated process and appealed to her a great deal. And she has a wonderful ability to draw, which I do not have. So I was drawn more to my hammer and chisel and working with wood and copper. Many years ago, we were introduced to the work of Mel Schuler, who taught at Humboldt State. He's now since deceased, and he became a Northwest icon for doing carved redwood covered with copper. And he made that somewhat popular in Oregon, certainly in Northern California, and he became a national artist because of that. So that looked like kind of fun. So we have a piece of his work, and so I figured I could do that even with my limited abilities. And I worked with wood most of my life, and so I bought a bunch of chisels, and a big redwood tree fell down at the office, and I salvaged that and started making a mess in the backyard. And it's been a lot of fun. Found that when we do our own art, you approach it differently than if you're looking at someone else's work that's on the wall. So it's been a growing process for both of us, I think. Certainly for me, I've learned a lot from my wife. Her sense of aesthetics is, way above mine. But we do what we do, and we really enjoy it, and we appreciate the opportunity to show in our little town here, even in the midst of a tumultuous year in our little county. But so here we are. This was the last piece I finished, and it's just a chunk of redwood log, only about 3.5 feet tall, and I carved these forms onto it and overlaid it with copper. The copper then was patina, a blue-green patina was applied, and this is what we ended up with. There's probably $200 to $300 in this thing. I'm very slow, but I like working with this stuff.
Yeah. So what part of the creative process would usually take you the longest?
Figuring out what I want to do. I don't plan very much. The geometric things I can plan a little bit. This was, I took a piece and it probably had 3 or 4 manifestations of what I was going to make it into until I finally ended up with this. And that took about 2 years because I kept getting stuck, and so
But you're happy with it now?
So yeah, now I'm happy with it, or I wouldn't be here. So.